Welcome back, everyone,
to another week
of your favorite crypto podcast,
sometimes crypto
the Unscripted.
crypto podcast.
Hey, yo. Could you imagine that's super choppy because of the technical difficulties we've been having?
I swear, every time we do this intro, I always forget what. I always forget it's scripted. It's the one thing that's scripted, and I still don't get it right.
You messed up?
I don't know. I feel like I did.
I thought you did fine.
Okay.
And that's the only thing that is scripted.
Well, anyways, I'm glad you guys are here. If you're here and you know who we are, just quickly drop a like, because obviously you come back and we got some stuff to offer that you clearly like, so help us out.
He said that very seductively, I will add.
You know, you gotta sell.
He said like he was serenading the microphone. He was like making love to it.
You gotta sell it. But if you're new here, this is the Sometimes Crypto podcast, where everything is off the scripts, but we do bring stories for you guys, so you guys can be up to date with what's going on with the crypto world, technology, sometimes politics, but like we don't get political about it. More so like
we definitely get political about it. We definitely get political. This is a lie. We definitely get political about it.
Mostly when it's crypto related.
Yeah, but Alex doesn't like taxes. That's a fact.
Yeah, that is true. But is that a politics?
No one likes taxes, but no one likes it less than Alex, and he's not even worth money. To be fair,
is that like a political thing? I don't even know.
No, it's not, but it's governmental, I would say.
I see.
It's definitely political.
We got some stories. I don't remember what stories William has, because he told me about it, like
my titties on the camera like that.
Yesterday or the day before, but he always brings straight gas. So William, where do you want to start off with?
Happy Halloween, everyone. That's where we should start. Or not Happy Halloween if you don't celebrate that.
Also, yeah, but this episode might come out right after Halloween.
Yeah,
we hope you had a good Halloween.
Hope you have candy if you go trick-or-treating. And if you don't, that's okay too. Hope you had a beer.
Yeah, I know people like drinking on Halloween.
Yeah, and if you're sober, hope you stubbed your toe. Felt something.
Felt something, he said.
I don't know any sober humans in my life. Actually, now I think about it.
Oh, I do. I know more than one, at the very least.
That makes two.
Minimum.
That's nice. That's cool.
Anyways.
Moving forward.
Continue.
Joe, I don't know if you froze or you just gave me a pause. That was bad.
I gave you a pause. I gave you a long pause.
Okay. Oh, I was gonna say on today's news, actually, because this happened today. FOMC came out. They cut the interest rates by another 25 basis points, as expected.
Yep.
And Powell also stated he is ending quantitative tightening. They're no longer going to be shrinking the balance sheet. And that would be, he said that's going to be happening around December 1st.
Okay. They're no longer going to be shrinking the balance sheet? What does that mean?
Yeah. It's the amount of debt the Federal Reserve is going to be holding.
Okay, so they're no longer going to be reducing the amount of debt that the Federal Reserve is going to be holding.
Correct.
Okay. Cool.
And
yeah,
he's going to start QE. Quantitative easing.
Oh, okay.
Quantitative. We've said these terms multiple times.
Yeah, but for some reason I was expecting like Q4, Q1, Q2, Q3. Not Q.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, he says we're going to be starting QE.
Cool.
And also stated that there is, as he states in every FOMC meeting, that there is no guarantee of a December rate cut.
Yeah, he does say there's no guarantee for a rate cut. Pretty much every time.
Every time. But it's obvious when there is a rate cut. Or at least like structurally in the market.
Yeah, I feel like his moves are pretty much predictable at this point. Like we've seen him take decisions for the past like 5 years pretty consistently.
Yeah.
I don't think he's surprising
this is accurate
anymore.
No. I think when they started I think it started to get surprising when they started tightening the rate. When he started to push it up, I think when he gave a 50 basis point hike, I think that was a little bit unexpected.
Yeah, a bit of a controversial move at the time.
Yeah, but nonetheless, that's what Powell is doing. And yeah, that's what Powell's doing. Other than that, I don't know any other financial news that's been like crazy, at least for like government wise. For individual companies, Nvidia finally broke out, and it's a $5 trillion company.
5 trillion?
Yep, it has a market cap of $5 trillion.
It's a big boy number right there, like really big boy number.
Want to hear another big boy number?
Yeah.
I don't know who he was because I saw his tweet. I'm gonna be honest with you. Mm-hmm. I saw a tweet and I think he was either a co-founder. He was involved in Nvidia, and he liquidated his shares in 2019.
Okay.
How much do you think he liquidated them for?
Rough. Co-founder?
I don't know if he was a co-founder or not, but I assume because from the amount he sold at, it was fair. I want you to know it's a big number.
10 billion?
No, 4 billion.
4 billion. Yeah, that is a big number. Honestly,
how much do you think they're worth today?
My first thought wasn't going to be that high.
Tell me.
I was thinking something lower. Yeah. I was like, wait, no, it has to be $1 billion at least, because
$1
trillion company.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't a $1 trillion company. It was at that point. But it just got to his first it probably got to $1 trillion.
Yeah, but like if he sold it for $4 billion back then in 2019.
Yeah, I think it was worth at least $1 trillion by then, or close.
Dude, probably what, 40 billion now if you were to sell. Now
you're really, really short.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
How much?
The tweet I saw was it would be worth an estimated $240 billion.
Damn. No, then Nvidia was nowhere close to $1 trillion market cap back then.
I think it probably was, but what you're not accounting for is it's had like 3 stock splits or 2 since then.
Stock splits doesn't make a difference because the value of the total company and how much he had wouldn't have changed.
Yeah, it went up.
That's still proportional.
Is that how that works?
Of course. If he had 5% of the company.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're right. He'll still have 5% just divided into more shares. Yeah. Yeah.
but still.
No, but it
mean,
should have been. It was probably close to quick Google.
In all honesty, who needs more than $4 billion?
Bro. Not much. Dude, I was really off to say it was close to $1 trillion in 2019.
How close? Where was it?
Dude, insane. It's worth less than what the guy could have sold if he held until today. 144 billion.
Yeah.
That's insane. I didn't think it was that low. I thought it was much higher. I really did think it was closer to $1 trillion company.
Yeah, no. When it's a difference that big, from 4 billion to 200. Yeah, that's a huge amount.
And also to your point, who needs more than 4 billion? Listen, at that point, if you're not even trying to play like the game of money, then you really don't need more than that.
No, that's enough to last generations.
Yeah, like if you're just a regular Joe who does regular things, is that with that much money you're not gonna do regular things?
No, you're not doing regular things. You're renting out. I don't know. Yes. You're renting out the super yacht. That's $150,000 a week. It was Bezos was the one who rented out like Venice, all of Venice, pretty much, for his wedding, right?
Yeah. Yep, that's him.
Like, that's something you're renting out a whole city. So,
if you were to like try like be average to like a certain extent, that money's impossible to spend. You can't go through it.
Yeah, you can't. I don't think there's a way.
Doing average things, like just like nothing insane.
Even then, $4 billion. That's a lot of money. Like, you could do unaverage things with that money, and still have leftover
forever
for your entire life, at least,
and your kid's life. Doing average,
yeah.
Like no one knowing you have $4 billion in the bank,
like,
and you're living at the higher echelon of middle class.
Like you're still renting out like private helicopter rides from one point of the city to the other.
So yeah, but now you're doing rich people things. That's above average.
Yeah, no. $4 billion is well above average. $4 billion living an average lifestyle would pass your generations. That's generational wealth. Like,
yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, you could be doing. So realistically, with a $4 billion, I'm getting comfy. You could be doing a yearly like lifestyle net worth of someone of like 40 billion, maybe in 100 million, very comfortably.
Oh yeah. 40 mil, easy. Yeah. Multi generational wealth right there.
Well, whatever. We're talking about rich people here that this doesn't affect. He probably if he's not playing the game of money, that man doesn't care.
Yeah.
But I saw that Nvidia news and the spike today, and I thought that was like awesome sauce. I mean, I'm invested in Nvidia. I got in not early, but I'm up, and not crazy large either.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of people out there who did get in, and they're like just dumbstruck with how much money their portfolio is showing now. It's like,
dude, do you want to know how well my portfolio is doing?
I have a friend who's up like 90% on Nvidia. I don't know what that means, but like 90%.
It means he's up 90% of his total investment. All right, so since we're on here and I'm logging in, so Nvidia, I was gonna say it's a different number. Nvidia, I am up total gains 83%.
Okay, yeah, so you got in right after that guy.
A little bit
right before.
So the reason I was putting this up to,
I don't know. Forget it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I bought higher than what he bought.
Yeah.
So this thing tells you it shows you year to date how your portfolio has performed relative to like other indexes. So 1 year cumulative pre-tax return, I'm up 48%. The S&P is at 19.87, and the Dow Jones is relatively right behind it at also 19.44%.
Wow. Well, I'm over here beating the market.
I am beating the goddamn market.
If only you had more money.
Year to date, though, not as impressive. That's fucked up. You say that.
It's not fucked up. It's just truth. If you're beating the market, earning 49%, if only you had more money. Like, this
is accurate.
Things. You could ask anybody that playing the same game.
Yeah, with a lot of money, and they'll be like, "I wish I had more to play with."
Yeah.
Sadly, those are investments and not trades. I'm a shit trader.
But anyways, on recent news, I do want to just quickly.
I mean, the rate cut and Nvidia was both recent news.
Yeah, of course. No, I'm not saying that that's not recent news, but saying how we're still on.
No, but you said in recent news, like I didn't say recent news.
Well, in other recent news.
Thank you.
There was another major cloud outage today, actually, October 29th, when we just had one last week, Monday. But this time, it was not Amazon. It was... There's only two to choose from. Which do you think it is?
There's three to choose.
Azure.
Oh, it wasn't Amazon to choose.
Yeah, because it's not Amazon. So
yeah, you're right. Well, actually, there's actually three to choose from. It could have been Amazon again.
There's three total, but I said specifically not Amazon.
Yeah.
So,
not my fault.
Crazy. I just think it's kind of crazy how we experienced two major cloud outages in 2 weeks, which is wild. Because, mind you, before last week's Amazon AWS outage, Amazon didn't experience an outage that big in 2 years.
You know who's on a winning streak? Not because of this. Solana. No outages in 670 days. And these stocks and the stock prices didn't drop out of out of the sky either.
Let's talk about Solana.
Yup. No outages.
No outages. Yet they don't get affected. These
people want to dwell on the past.
I think you're the one dwelling on the past. But yeah, just to quickly summarize what happened, and this is somewhat technical. Azure's front door service was affected, and it was experiencing timeouts and latencies. Started at about 3:45 UTC time. That's when customers started being impacted, and then they weren't able to fix it until 0:05, so 12 o'clock midnight UTC next day. But in actual current time, that was they fixed it 2 hours ago, and that was fun.
Yo, current time for you and me are not the same current time, dude.
Yeah, but they still fixed it 2 hours ago.
Yeah,
get it right.
Fair enough. Actually, you're 100% right. That one went way over my head.
Yeah.
My fault. I'm an idiot.
That's 2 times already, William.
I admitted my fault. I'm an idiot. I admit it. I admit what I am. Relax, dude. Jesus. I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. Everyone knows that already.
But yeah, that was today. And I just wanted to call that out because 2 major cloud outages in 2 weeks. Fun.
I agree.
This one didn't seem.
I want to say something though, since wasn't as aggressive.
Yeah, this one wasn't as bad. This one was not as bad as Amazon's.
I was about to say that. I was gonna interrupt you earlier and say that to you. Like it didn't seem like it was as
No.
violent.
This one was just like one service that was kind of like to get access into it. It's literally called Azure Front Door. Amazon had like a major problem, and this one had they were able to identify the issue relatively quickly, roll it back, and all this.
And also, it just wasn't as big of an impacting issue.
Yep. Yeah, thankfully.
Also true. To the pushback, I was gonna say, you said I'm the only one dwelling on it, and maybe I am, because my Twitter feed only shows me people or bots tweeting about how Solana is like hasn't had any outages, and ETH has, and then the backbone of the internet did too, and that was a whole thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe you are right. I just want to.
So everyone's like saying, "Oh, Solana's doing so good. Solana's doing so good. No outages."
No, actually, it was people saying that to the ETH people.
Yeah, and then you're over here like Solana.
Maybe the algorithm does know me. Dude, on that same note, because dude, if you think about it, this year has been pretty bullish for crypto. We just haven't had the greatest market, like numbers wise, like in actual trading, but very bullish around. Mm-hmm. So apparently Western Union is partnering with Solana, or Solana's partnering with Western Union to offer stablecoin to close out, to send money around. And all I've been seeing in the feed are XRP accounts, bots, whatever you want to say, because I don't know. Maybe real humans talking about how the deal is a garbage deal. Solana had to pay $50 million for an exclusive 60-day partnership, like all these things. And then the other side is Solana going, like Solana bots, maybe real accounts, saying that what they're saying is not accurate. Like that hasn't been disclosed from what AI has told me. Like I've looked it up twice, and then I googled it. It doesn't say it's disclosed what the agreement was, or and it's just saying all XRP bag holders are just mad because what they built to do, which is exactly what Solana's being partner is going to be doing. They're like, no one chooses it over the superior chain or whatever.
Yeah, fair. My opinion.
And
fair.
Bro, and it's hilarious. Because I don't know if it's real or not, and it's fake engagement, but it just makes me laugh.
Well, XRP at first, I kind of got it, but then now that I look more into it, I do think Solana does achieve the same exact like qualifications, like just objective. The only difference, I think, is that they're not compliant with what is it? ISO 22,000. I mean 2200. 2200. They're not compliant with ISO 2200. I don't remember what that compliance requires.
It's the Swift. It's the Swift programming that Swift agreed upon to use.
Yeah, for all the banks.
Yeah.
However, like, is that even necessary when we have blockchain technology? We'll see.
That would be the argument there.
I don't know. Solana does provide cheap transfers, fast, and is more decentralized than XRP.
This is also accurate.
So, I mean, and this is not me being butthurt about XRP, by the way.
Alex sold early.
Yeah, what's it called? Paper hands it.
Actually, I paper hands it too. On that one.
Yeah, sold it. I was up too. Well, actually, I was up at one point. bought it for like 5 cents. I want to say, couple thousand of them, not too many. Went up to like 75 cents, and then it crashed when I want to say 75 cents. My memory might be a little off on that, but the SEC announced, case against
Ripple. That was a dark day.
And centralized blockchain, my fault. Dropped all the way down. I was like, I gotta sell. Sold it at 15. Sold it for some profit, but like.
So I sold and bought my XRP at the same price 1 year later.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, my average price was the same price I sold it at, essentially.
That's not bad.
A year later.
So nowhere. You just didn't.
I did absolutely nothing for an entire year. I got into something else, and immediately the market decided to crash, and we shot the bet. It is what it is.
Live and you learn.
You live and you learn.
At least you're doing 48% now. A year.
Luckily for me, I owned Bitcoin, and like I was mainly Bitcoin and Solana heavy, and that was a win.
It was some assets just save your ass from like your bad decisions.
Some assets just save your ass, dude. On this like topic of trading, so the Nancy Pelosi tracker popped up on my feed today on X. She invested. She bought Nvidia. I don't remember. It doesn't show the price, but she made an investment in Nvidia of $5 million. How much do you think she's made off that trade as of yet, if she hasn't sold?
Dude, 30. I don't know.
Nah, that's insane.
That's too much.
She 15. She's up 15 million.
Wow. Yeah.
So I'm also currently looking at the portfolio number she has. Dude, she has $120 million.
I was just.
She has 100.
So shut up.
She has a $120 million portfolio.
That woman's loaded.
That's bonkers.
Yeah.
And you know how much she makes a year?
120
grand.
Sounds about right.
That's impossible to do.
Yep. Well,
like, you know how many good investments you would have to pick to do that? They all had to be winners.
Yeah. They all.
And that's impossible to pick strictly winners and be able to save enough to do 100. Like, dude, insane, incredible. Better than Warren Buffett, the greatest investor of all time.
I wonder how she does it.
Dude, I wonder too.
Speaker of the house. She killing it.
Speaker of the house, but killing it. So I digress. I'm done with her.
Well, before you did bring up Solana, and I completely forgot. I should have mentioned this. Solana did have some ETFs go live.
My God! I forgot about that too.
We digressed into Nancy Pelosi. I mean, I don't blame.
No, I completely forgot. Bro, and I bought it today.
She's smoking. Solana. Solana ETF has went live on Tuesday. What date is that? That is
yesterday,
October 28th. Yes, but people are not watching this today, so I want to give the date. October 28th.
Fair.
Solana ETFs have gone live. How many Solana ETFs? 2 Solana ETFs?
You said live. It's 1.
Only one went live?
Yeah, from what I saw,
one went live yesterday, Tuesday.
Oh,
and then today,
true.
On Wednesday, 10/29, another one went live, actually.
Which one went live?
So, Bitwise Spot Solana ETF BSOL began trading yesterday. The first one.
With staking.
Grayscale Solana Trust has converted.
Oh, the ETF converted. You're right. 100%. Completely forgot about them.
Yep. Yeah, so the Bitwise one, 100% spot, Sol, and does allow staking. Meaning you could get some yield, some compounded yield from that investment.
Yeah.
However, still, my position, pretty sure I speak for William also when I say this, not your keys, not your coin. It's an option if you need it. But ETFs, probably not the best way, but some ways better than no way.
Well, yeah, but to preface, he is correct, but it also does give the ability to buy if you already have money in some sort of investment account and or a rollover IRA with the money there that you were doing with stocks or other things.
401k
Also gives you a way. Well, not 401ks.
Oh no, not 401k.
Not case, it has to be approved. They have to, unless it's a completely self custody 401k,
Managed.
which is rare. Yeah.
That's true. I forgot about that.
And now you have to choose whatever index funds they offer.
That was an issue when I was setting that up. I was like, I can't pick the ones I want. I was like, where's MicroStrategy? Where are these ETFs?
No, it doesn't let you. But once you move jobs or whatever, or people that do move jobs, you have to roll it over to an IRA, as you said, and then there you can choose what to put and where to put it. So it gives you the opportunity of that locked up retirement money, putting it to Sol, the ETF, MicroStrategy, as you said, whichever one floats your boat. I own all of them.
Yep.
And it still gives you that flexibility.
Yes,
for
sir.
sure. Can I say something that I don't think you noticed?
Oh, yeah, sure, go for it.
Though Solana was not the only ETF approved, though.
Oh, you're right. Solana was not the only ETF approved. Some altcoins.
We had Canary Capital. We had Canary Capital's Litecoin ETF, and I don't know who is the issuer for the HBAR one, but there's also an HBAR ETF.
It's also Canary Capital.
It was also Canary Capital?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know they had both.
ETF.
I thought they had... The HBAR one is kind of insane to me.
That one surprised me, yeah. I agree.
Like, that was actually...
Actually, do you have the chart for HBAR by chance?
No.
Okay,
I don't trade it. But I can...
Someone told me about it, like... a year and a half ago, and I mean, I explained to him, I was like, honestly, with the way that these cryptocurrencies move and how it's very deeply rooted in like culture for the people that are backing them, I'm not saying it's a bad position, and I just said I don't know enough about it, and I'd particularly find to enjoy the simplicity of keeping my
Bitcoin
assets closer to like not centralized.
He likes Bitcoin.
Consolidated locations. So tell me what I missed out on.
It was at 11 cents back in the lowest back in 2024 was November. It was at 4 cents. It's currently sitting at 20 cents. And actually, on a weekly time frame, it is prime for a big move.
Yeah.
Yeah. On the weekly time frame, it's primed for a move up. Like, well, not move up. It's primed for if it does decide to move up, it's going to be a big move up. Better said.
Well, ETF just got announced, so...
It has a beautiful downtrend that's close to breaking. It did. Has a beautiful downtrend. Like it's about to break. It could potentially break out of this week, and a solid floor below it.
You taking a trade?
No.
Why not? I would like to know why not.
I have it because I'm currently looking at it on the weekly time frame, and it's not.
You just said the weekly looks really good for a prime move.
It does. I have to, but I don't have a good bottom. Like, I can't choose the bottom of the entire thing. But like I'm not gonna put a 30% stop loss here. You see what I'm saying? That's a spot trade.
Mm-hmm.
But if you were to wait for confirmation of a breakout, put it underneath the breakout like little body it's building. It's still 12% stop loss, but it looks better now.
Now I got a question.
No, but I'm not.
If I were to give you $10 right now to take a trade, how would you do it?
What do you mean? How would I do it? Like how would I?
Yeah. What's the entry point? What's the stop loss? What's the take profit? So. Now he's quiet because you got to think a little bit.
No, but I'm doing this.
Yeah, I know. Pulling up the chart.
So $10 if you just gave it to me and there was a trade. This one just looks really pretty already. It looks ready or it looks close to ready. So I'll wait for break of trend. This trend line. It'll probably be around here. Ideally, wait if I'm looking at the 4 hour. I'll wait for an hour candle to close on it above. Assume it does close above for the sake of the argument. I like the 4. I would probably tighten this up a bit, put it around here because it broke above. Then I would go to daily. Yeah. Entry right around there. I'll put the stop right there for now. And I will let it play out. Assuming it goes up, right? Doesn't necessarily have to go up, but assume it does. Does that have the? Yeah. If you want to have 2 TPs, I would have one right around here. You could have 3 TPs. That'll be one of them. The second one I have a little higher right around here. And then I'll leave the third TP here. If it decides to peak up, maybe leave some money in case it goes higher. But that would be what I'm looking at. But on the 4 hour, it doesn't look like that's going to be the move. On the weekly, it does look like it could potentially do that.
But that's weeks out.
Yeah, you're holding this for 2 months, 3 months, easy. And ideally expecting and hoping the market does, the market stay stable.
Yeah. And then what would be the payout for that? Like, what's the percentage?
So if you were to hold this from here all the way to the end, it's 3-1.
40%.
It's 3-1. A little over. So if you put in $10, you're gonna make $30. If you use all $10, you're gonna make $30.
In 3 months?
Give or take, right? If the move decides to happen quicker, it can be faster.
I guess that's not bad.
Well, I mean, that's $10. If you do $100, it's $300.
Yeah, of course. No, that's what I say.
So someone's taking this. Someone is going to take the same exact trade with $100,000
or $1 million.
3 months, $100,000 a month.
You know what? Now that I think about it, do you see the daily volume?
Yeah.
What's the daily?
Well, this is weekly volume, but I do see it. It's currently down. Volume is a bit down. Hasn't broken above average volume yet. That red candle, that crazy red candle we had a couple weeks, 2 weeks ago, it did push up crazy volume though. But you're also, mind you, you're at risk of market flushes, liquidity being high, black swan events, a whole shitstorm.
Yep. Okay.
So the likelihood of that trade surviving that long is difficult.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, but that would be. I mean, I'm in a Solana trade now and a Bitcoin trade.
Yeah, I mean, Solana makes sense now with the ETFs coming out. This kind of allows institutions to start investing into Solana. specifically the organizations that couldn't do so before because of regulatory confinements.
Yeah.
But yeah,
also, I took the drink because it just looked nice.
Yeah. He's like, it just looked good on the charts. He's like, I don't care about the surrounding stuff going on.
I mean, I took 2 other ones recently that they also looked well. Marco's doing fine, but just fucking got stopped out. They like what they.
So on another note, the Solana ETFs is by Bitwise and Grayscale. Bitwise and Grayscale both have
for now,
ETFs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now we're kind of missing one, specifically the Beast that I don't like too much, but it's still
BlackRock.
player. That's the one. BlackRock does not have a Solana ETF at the moment.
Nope.
Now, I think if BlackRock were to get a Solana ETF, that would be big moves for Solana.
But it'll probably go in the coming weeks.
Yep. Which
because they all filed for it, they just haven't been approved yet.
Yeah. Yeah, it's.
I'm waiting because I interrupted, and you said my point is.
I'm sorry. You said what?
I interrupted, but I interrupted when you were saying my point is.
Oh yeah, so like my point is like that if BlackRock were to get up Solana ETF, they have a lot of clients, a lot of funds that they play with, that will likely be diversifying into Solana.
Potentially,
might be a good move for Solana.
Potentially, I mean, yeah, but as we saw with the Bitcoin ETF and the ETH ETF, there was a first initial dump off,
mm-hmm.
and then it rallied up. I mean, ETH took longer because I sold half of my ETH ETF position, like half of it at like a loss, and then like bro, in some BS, in like 3 days, the market shot up. But whatever.
Yeah. Well,
it's always when you sell.
The issue with the Bitcoin ETFs is that Grayscale was also just like dumping Bitcoin.
Well, they were
crazy.
They weren't dumping. People were selling out. But yeah.
Yeah. Because they've been stuck in there since like what 2011, 2012.
A lot of them were, yeah. But the same thing happened with the ETF for the same reason.
Deep in the green.
And so, but that's the issue, though. People are gonna maybe not the same amount because the lockup period has been less time compared to Bitcoin, but people are gonna dump the Solana ETF too. The Solana Grayscale ETF.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but again, BlackRock would be bringing in new customers.
Ideally, right? It's harder to. It's not as easy to explain Bitcoin as it is to explain ETH and Sol that are more like technologies, especially when ETH and Sol are like direct competitors to a degree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100%. I think that's very important point to make. Like, I do feel like ETH and Sol do get seen and mirrored against each other very often as direct competitors. They're both smart contract chains. Bitcoin is not necessarily a smart contract chain. There are people trying to enable smart contracts through Bitcoin, but it's not through Bitcoin.
And people definitely don't want that.
Yeah, people be fighting over Bitcoin and what they should and should not be doing all the time. You just don't hear about it because, honestly, it's Bitcoin, and Bitcoiners are very set in their ways, I feel, when it comes to how Bitcoin should be done.
They definitely are.
Multiple Bitcoin wars have been waged. waged.
We're raging war. Yeah, I think we're waged.
But
we're waging
mind you,
war.
when I say war, it's like an idea. It's like who subscribes to a certain way of running the Bitcoin node and will implement that change on their node, and then it's just like a percentage game. It's voting, so it's not a physical war. There are no physical wars for Bitcoin. Yeah. It's all done through logic and math.
Digital.
I
don't know about logic.
I'd say kind of logic.
To believe.
Computer. No.
To believe.
I don't know.
Maybe. Oh, and I was also going to add, I also don't think we should continue to go down, or at least not because of the news, because we had the rate announcement and price kind of dropped quite hard because we were up. Like we started the day around 115,000, and then once the announcement started happening, the price dropped hard. I think we should have a pretty good bounce back up. I don't think we should hold this area because of the news alone. I think there's enough good news to rally markets in general.
Yeah, it's like you said at the kind of towards the beginning of this episode. The surrounding environment is just primed for crypto to take off in all senses.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, the actual charts themselves are just kind of like taking these small.
It's been a very lackluster bull market.
Yeah, it has been, surprisingly. I mean, like I feel like the initial run up at the beginning of like last year, kind of like.
Yeah, I think it was last year.
Yeah, it was what got the ball running. Everyone was like, "Whoa." First time we break all-time highs, Bitcoin breaks all-time highs without even passing the halving cycle. And
craziness.
That definitely does prime this to be not like last time.
Yeah.
I.e. this time's different. But it's a little different in various ways.
I'll give you that much.
And since we're still on Bitcoin, I do have another story that just proves how different Bitcoin is this time around than it was last time. Because we have a major country proposing another national Bitcoin reserve. Another major country proposing a Bitcoin reserve.
Is it a major country for real though?
I would say so. First world for sure. First world.
Are they a first world country?
The French, yeah, that's first world. They got the Louvre there,
dude.
How are they not? I completely forgot about the Louvre, dude. We didn't talk about this.
What happened?
The heist that took place?
Are you being for real? I didn't get any of this on my feeds. What's up? Tell me about it. I have no idea.
Through my feeds either. This was given to me through my grandpa. Surprisingly, and then it popped up on my no, the other one. and then I got it on my feed. I was
okay,
like, holy
come
shit.
on. If it came from that one, it has to be a good story.
Like a team of 3 people robbed like Napoleon-era jewelry from the Louvre in broad daylight, middle of the day.
What?
Crazy. Dude,
I went to the Louvre and it looked pretty sophisticated to me.
Right? Nice place, very very ambient.
Not even that, dude. Cameras in everywhere.
Dude, crazy. It was like a lift truck of sorts that they jammed right through the window. The guys were inside, broke the glass, grabbed the jewelry, and rode the lift car down and got out of there. dipped. Wild.
Very like a very blunt heist.
Super. And in the middle of the day. It was wild.
Yeah.
I was shocked.
How did they get away?
I was like, what do you mean they still? I was like, what do you mean there was a heist at the Louvre? Like I thought he was talking nonsense.
I'm curious to know how they got away from there.
So
like that's no easy task.
This is coming from BBC.com. 4 suspects, so it's not 3, it was 4, arrived with a vehicle-mounted mechanical lift to gain access to the Gallery de Apollon, Gallery of Apollo, via the balcony closed to the River Seine. So 2 of the thieves got inside by cutting through the window with power tools. Then they threatened guards who evacuated the premises and cut through a glass of 2 display cases containing jewels. Which is crazy.
Okay.
A preliminary report has revealed that 1 in 3 rooms in the area of the museum raided had no CCTV cameras, according to the French media.
I was capping, guys. I think there were only cameras where I went. That was where the Mona Lisa was.
Right. So French police say that the thieves were inside for 4 minutes and made their escape on 2 scooters waiting outside at 9:38. So they went down this like lift mounted vehicle and rode scooters and got away. Wild.
Ocean's 3, dude. This is who they need to hire for the cast.
So 8 items were taken. This includes diadems, a jeweled headband, necklaces, earrings, and a brooch, all from 19th century.
Yeah, but you can't sell this.
I guess not.
You can't. It's going to be the hottest items on the black market right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be like yeah, you're right, because who's going to, like, if you see that, you can't wear that out in public.
No. Dude, first of all, the people who are buying this are not wearing it out in public. Let's start there. You're not wearing this.
Fair.
First.
Fair.
You're not. If you're buying this, you're not wearing this in public surroundings. You're wearing this in private rooms where no cameras are allowed.
Yeah.
And everyone there is signing papers saying, you see this, you speak, you're dead type of papers. Right? This is not true, but maybe.
It is speculation.
Because all the value, or the true value,
so French authorities have estimated the value.
Comes from the items.
From the items, the history. But French authorities have estimated the value of the jewels stolen in the Louvre heist at 88 million euros. That's $102 million.
That's a big heist, dude. You can't even get... The thing is, you have to bite a bullet, right?
Yeah, you're doing it for, like,
you have to buy... No, because in the art thievery world, but it's such a blunt heist. So it's like, but back to us, to even get any sort of like money worthwhile, you'd have to smelt the gold and piece out some of the pieces to finance some movement for a bit to make any sense. Yeah,
that's true, because they could sell all the jewels separate.
Yeah, no, you can't break them all apart. If you have 7 items, you have to get rid of 3 in a disgusting manner that you're gonna lose 80% of the value on.
So this is the part that I think is funny. The lift that was used, it's this German company called Bacher. It's a furniture lift vehicle, right? They turned around and made an advertisement campaign after this.
That's smart.
That's genius.
Honestly, that's genius.
Yeah, of course. They did an Instagram ad saying, this is in German. I can't read this. The next time you need, it says, says the next time you need to move things quickly, Bakr Algo Transports is your like treasure.
Perfect. That's genius.
Yep, wild. And then the advertisement is literally just their vehicle at the Louvre.
That's genius.
Super
I mean,
wild.
I will say sucks for the people who committed the heist. The gold is worth 11% less than what it was a couple days ago because gold is such a safe haven asset, store of value.
Mm-hmm. But that's me completely digressing because I completely remembered about that. As I said, France.
That's insane. Back to the real news. The French are creating a Bitcoin reserve.
Bitcoin reserve. Yes, they want to buy. Do you know how much Bitcoin they want to buy, William?
Can I guess?
Yeah.
5% of the total supply.
Oh, whoa. That's a lot of Bitcoin, William. You're close, but not. You kind of overshot it.
Okay. Half of that.
2%.
I was close.
420,000 Bitcoin over the next.
I was close the
7
second
years.
time. That's a quick time scale. That's not bad because their economy not strong, not as big as ours to buy because we're gonna do 5% in 5 years, 1% a year almost. So theirs is not too far off.
Yeah, I just
of our numbers.
Yeah, I also what I found funny was the name that was used to describe the party that is leading the bill. So
who is it?
It was and this is I don't know what to think about this party, but it is the Center Rights Union of the Right and Center Party.
Jesus. So they're not the far right; they're the people of the center right.
Yeah, and right and center.
Why not just say we are center right? We're the center right party.
So this guy Eric Kyoto is kind of taking charge for this bill or legislation.
What's his name?
Eric Kyoto.
I heard Kiyoshi, so that's why I'm Kyoto.
Kyoshi. It's like Kyoshi Warrior?
Kyoshi. I was like, Avatar? Kyoshi, he's a Kyoshi Warrior? Coming down from Saga's bloodline?
Yeah. So they are going to implement some similar structure that France already has implemented for their gold reserves and their foreign currency reserves. The public administrative establishment. And they plan on getting their income for these for the Bitcoin through like different sources. Part of it is using surplus nuclear and hydroelectric energy to power Bitcoin mining operations.
They have nuclear, that's right. They have like a good amount of nuclear energy.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So, well, the French are doing something right.
Yeah. One thing that I did think was interesting was that so before I'd say that, they apparently do have a lot of leftover energy, and that they're trying to reduce the issue of having an overproduction of energy, and then thus having their electrical companies having to sell their electricity at a loss due to the surplus. There's no storage for long.
But why are you saying at a loss? Why are you saying they can outsource that energy though? Can't they?
I guess there's not too much. There might not be infrastructure for it to get that far. They can't store it. So
because America needs it. But yeah, you're right.
Yeah. And then should it be approved?
Is there more to your news before I? Okay. Mm-hmm.
Should it be approved, people would be able to also pay taxes in Bitcoin.
Never do that.
Yeah, don't give the government your Bitcoin. Don't give the government your Bitcoin. I will repeat that.
No.
And then another way that they plan on getting it is by seized legal procedures.
Like America.
Yeah, but
and everyone else.
Yeah, but my concern would be like kind of like what happened with London the other week and taking Bitcoin they get from legal procedures, but then kind of belongs to other people because they got scammed out of it. Granted, that's probably not going to be the majority of the cases, but
it could be a few. Yeah,
possible. Yeah. And yet the part that got me like really like happy about it was that the bill specifically calls out CBDCs as like not the way. It emphasized that the use of the euro-denominated stablecoins is like not good for personal privacy. Arguing against CBDCs essentially.
Yeah, what the majority of people want, right? They'll make it easier for the government
to control your money and your purchases.
Yeah. I'm with them. You know what? The French are doing something right. It's been a while since they've done something right like this.
So here's one thing that I know about the French.
I'm happy.
Is that they know how to throw a revolution, and it's about time that they joined the most.
They throw one every other day, dude. Relax.
And it's about time they joined the most important revolution.
Stop it.
Bitcoin revolution.
They join one every other day of the week, dude.
Yeah, but this one's Bitcoin, William.
Hopefully they get it right.
Yeah. That's all I have to say about the French.
That's fine. They make macaroons. I like those. My fat ass likes those.
Of course.
I don't got much more to add.
No.
No?
I got one more story. All
right, shoot. I'm ready. I'm listening.
But it's a fun one, I think.
I got nowhere to be.
I got this one off of a Bitcoin magazine.
I thought he was about to say Reddit.
No. Indiana police recover stolen. Was it Bitcoin magazine? I didn't copy the source. Sorry. Indiana police recover stolen Bitcoin mining rigs and $75,000 worth of frozen turkeys.
What?
Yeah, so essentially there's 1,000 Bitcoin mining machines that were stolen from a hijacked shipment coming from a semi-trailer in Grant County that happened earlier this month, October 5th, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
However, while investigating this,
I'm following.
They also happened to stop the theft of $75,000 of frozen turkeys.
Wait, so you're telling me that someone was gonna steal $75,000 worth of frozen turkeys?
Mm-hmm. And $700,000 worth of mining rigs. So
I have questions. Why were these together? Were they apart? How did the mining rigs commingle with the turkey?
These were the thieves that commingled because they were not being transported together initially. Like,
okay, so the thieves stole these two things separately is what I'm saying.
Yes.
The thieves... Time out. Let's time out here. Why would... I need comments telling me why are people stealing $75,000 worth of turkey? Even if you're selling it. That's a lot of turkey to sell.
So...
illegally.
This is a speculation, William.
Okay.
You got miners...
All right, I'm listening, buddy.
The miners are going to set up the rigs and they're going to cool them down with the turkeys because they're frozen. That's what people were saying. Obviously, not reasonable. But they might be onto something. I don't know what they're onto.
No. And the fact that he says that, okay, stop it. If anything, what I thought, where you were going to go with this was, they were going to use the heat being produced by these miners to cook the turkey.
You know?
So cooked turkey instead of frozen turkey. That's what
Maybe.
I thought you were going to say here.
That's a slow roast for sure.
I mean, it's $700,000 worth of miners. I'm pretty sure it won't be that slow.
Yeah.
If we're using miners to heat up pools, we can use miners to cook some turkey.
True. That's very fair. So,
Right? I think
the miners belonged to this company called Your Choice Best Ever.
nice. I like the name.
Yeah. I believe, and I didn't write this down. I'm just going off of memory right now. I believe that they were a Chinese-based mining firm, but moved over to the States when China banned Bitcoin mining.
Nice. Okay. $75,000 worth of turkey.
Frozen turkeys.
Frozen turkeys.
Yep.
I don't even know. I don't know what to say to that.
One thing that I can say is that one of my favorite parts about doing this podcast is finding the weird stories and just catching William surprised with it. Because sometimes they don't make sense.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes they they really do be out of the park. Left field. Random. Like the furries that hacked that national lab a while ago. I don't know if you remember that story. That was a while back.
I do remember. And the furries hacked because the furries were criminals, right? Or was it they were the white hat, the gray hat hackers,
No,
were
they
they
were
criminals?
They did do something else afterwards that was more of a political thing. I think for that one.
I remember. Yeah, you're talking about the furry group that just
they exposed. It was like a.
Don't remember.
It was an HR related stuff where they were able to get
like
information. They were able to get personal information off of like previous and current working people in this like lab. I don't know if it was like a nuclear lab or a health lab. And they were able, and like, well, national concern for security, because if this is like a very classified type research that they're working on, they essentially put all those previous employees at risk due to their information being exposed. But that was a while ago.
that's a lot.
I want to say like an Idaho
It
lab.
was.
And then the furries did something else later on afterwards that we also covered, but I don't remember what that one was.
Dude, we talk about so many things. It's hard to remember all the things we cover.
So what are you searching up?
I want to know how many goddamn turkeys they had.
So that's a simple question.
I'm stupid. I can't. It gave me the turkeys, but like the Turkish money they have. I don't know what it's called.
What? So a frozen turkey, 18 to 20 pounds, goes for about $100.
Have they always
So
been that
seven-
expensive? I've never had
so
to buy a
s-
turkey.
7,500 turkeys.
What? Dude, that is a metric crap ton of turkeys right there. You can feed a whole village with that. Jesus.
Yep. 7,500. No, 750. 750. 750 turkeys.
Yeah, you can still. You could feed a smaller village.
You could still feed a full village though.
Yeah. Oh, I said villages. I think I said like you can feed like a village, but like a big village.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can still feed a pretty sized village. I agree with you. Damn, that's a lot of turkeys. God damn. Okay.
So
I remember the thing I wanted to say beforehand, and then I forgot. Yeah, I agree.
You remembered? Because so that means you forgot what you wanted to say beforehand, and then you remembered, and then you forgot it again.
Correct.
Rough. Was it in relation to the turkeys?
No, it was related. It was related to France.
Oh. And the Bach lift?
No, nothing to do with the heist. It had to do with the Bitcoin.
The reserve?
I remembered. I just remembered. So you mentioned how France wants to. They want to create not create, but they want to use the excess power from their
power plants.
From their power plants to not have to sell it for they're cheap, so they don't lose money. What I was gonna say was, I believe OpenAI went out and stressed cried out, made it very clear that the US is falling behind drastically on our power production, and that we need to create nuclear plants to compete with the amount of demand power we're going to have to compete against China in AI. That's what I was. That's what it was.
I mean, we've been talking about that for a while already. We said that from
also
one of our early episodes.
Yeah, we said you should get nuclear immediately. And with that same note, I was going to say, if we actually were to become the crypto capital of the world, as Trump likes to say, the amount of power necessary for the miners also is drastic. It's like we're gonna have more of those problems. I think it was Texas or maybe Canada. I think Canada, where they have to turn off the power plant every so often when the homes need the power. I mean, not turn off the power plant. Turn off the mining rigs when the homes need extra juice.
I mean,
because there's not enough power to go around at certain times.
Yeah, I mean, there's that's kind of like the correct way of doing it. It depends on your situation, because there is this small village out in Africa that gets its electricity from a river, like a hydroelectric power. But small village, and the river just runs consistently. So when when it's nighttime and everyone's asleep and electricity consumption goes down, the river's still running, and they just started using that excess river electricity to run a Bitcoin miner that they would use to pool mine, and then whatever profits they get from that, they would use it to offset the cost of electricity for that village, because they produced they produced Bitcoin when no one was using the electricity.
Yeah, I just want to be clear here. You're comparing a village to a full city.
So yes, the difference is that the village is, because at the end of the day, what I was trying to say was that specific Bitcoin miner also got turned off when the village needed supply.
Well, no. So, what I was saying was the city here, I think, has a higher consumption rate of power.
Yeah. The scale
at all times of day.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I'm just the scaling here. It's like when we compare anime scaling, power scaling, how it just goes berserk sometimes. The scaling here is a little off here.
Yeah.
But they would do they do the same thing, that they have to shut down power at some point.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they were OpenAI was just saying that the US needs to drastically increase power production. And we've been saying this for forever as well.
Yep. 100%.
Yeah.
Well,
all right,
if you guys made it this far,
yeah.
I hope you've enjoyed this not so spooky spectacular because I think we had some cool stories. And
I think it was a fun one too.
if you haven't done so already, hit that like button, hit the subscribe, share with a friend, leave us a comment. William likes to read. He likes specifically telling you guys to tell me how pretty I am. But you don't have to do that unless you want to. I take compliments very well.
And everyone should want to. He's pretty.
I don't know about that. But anyways, thank you for tuning in.
It's been another week
Of your favorite crypto podcast,
Sometimes Crypto.
The Unscripted.
Crypto Podcast. Hey, yo.